RBS-70 can be transported and set up by a three-man team in less than 30 seconds. Against multiple or high-speed targets, the truck-mounted Giraffe radar system increases the RBS-70's awareness. This can detect an incoming target more than 20 miles away, long before it comes into visual range.
We believe that this is one of the most important things to really optimize the capability of the system. To be able to use different types of information from radars, radar cueing to exactly find where the target is, and also engage the right target out of many occurring at the same time, and do it so you get an optimized kill probability when you hit it.
It doesn't come cheap and takes 3 men to carry, but as an established weapon system currently deployed in over 15 countries, the new RBS-70 scores well on accuracy and range.
It is an incredibly effective weapon system.
At number 9 is a name that's been synonymous with rapid fire for nearly a century and a half. The Dillon Arrow is the latest and greatest version of the famous Gatling gun.
Dillon M134D is a 6-barrel electrically operated Gatling gun.
In 1862, Dr. Richard J. Gatling patented his famous rotating barrel design, a hand-cranked affair that helped secure a Union victory in the American Civil War. Today's version has no less potential to alter the course of history.
You have a minigun, you have a psychological impact.
It's unbelievable. It changes the whole battlefield environment as soon as it engages.
Historically, Gatling guns have had a reputation for jamming and mechanical failure, so Dillon Arrow decided to reinvent the concept.
We were essentially fed up with it. It broke and broke and broke. So we went back to the drawing board and said, what is wrong with this thing? Let's make it work.
The result was the Dillon M134D, a lightweight minigun with a truly awesome rate of fire.
The minigun is iconic for the principal reason of its rate of fire.
It has the ability of firing at extremely high rates, 3,000 and 4,000 rounds a minute, without generating an excessive amount of heat in the barrel. The gun has 6 barrels in it, which means that even though it's shooting 3,000 rounds a minute, 50 shots a second, each barrel is only experiencing a 500 rounds per minute rate of fire.
Anytime you have 6 barrels that can bring 3,000 rounds on a target within 1 minute, you have a tremendous amount of lethality.
This allows you to put an extremely high concentration of fire on a given target, shift to another target in very short order, and put fire on it, and then can repeat this process over and over.
Just in case you missed that, this gun can fire more than 50 rounds every second. But there's nothing special about the ammo.
One of the things that makes the minigun so special is that it fires NATO 7.62mm standard ammunition.
The Dillon Gatling gun can fire all types of standard ammunition. That includes ball, tracer, slap, armor-piercing, or even incendiary.
And that means it can be used just about anywhere.
The Gatling gun was used in helicopters and in aircraft. But it has since been applied to everything from helicopters like Hueys and Blackhawks and Chinooks to Humvees and other special operations vehicles.
Isn't a whole lot of limit to where you can put this gun.
But what we're finding in Iraq and Afghanistan is that the answer to every problem isn't a JDAM or a tank. Large caliber weapons may not always be the right choice. 50 caliber machine guns and tank rounds can penetrate houses and put civilians at risk for collateral damage. So small caliber weapons are often chosen. Fortunately, the Gatling gun is a small caliber weapon with great capability.
Although the Dillon Arrow Gatling gun is usually vehicle mounted, carrying it is a two-man job, and its range is comparatively limited. But for sheer and spectacular rate of fire, this is our number 9 ultimate weapon.
The psychological effect of a Gatling gun firing is fantastic.
I couldn't imagine going to war against it. I never want to ever think of that.
Next, we are off to Israel. Door breaching made simple with the Simon. If there is no doorway, why not just make one with the Matador? To vote for your ultimate firepower, go to military.discovery.com.
We can't feel our cholesterol working, but it's there, quietly playing a role in our heart health every day. Dose for Cholesterol makes supporting it easy. A clinically backed formula that supports healthy cholesterol levels. Dose. Support the system that supports you.
America was built by generations, and its story is carried forward the same way. One day, this collection won't be just mine. It'll be yours. And that's how history lives on. Through stories, through family, through the treasures we choose to share. Featuring 5 of America's most iconic silver dollars, this remarkable collection celebrates nearly 150 years of our nation's history. The Vintage Silver Dollar Collection. Start a tradition. Spark a passion.
You'll receive a free $250 collection bonus American Patriots pack, a $50 value, and free shipping with every order. Call 1-888-870-8526 now to make it yours. That's 1-888-870-8526.
Own the legacy. Share the story.
So my friends have all switched to Pure Talk because I told them they could save a bunch of money on a super reliable high-speed network with unlimited data, and because they trust me. As for the rest of you, Pure Talk is now offering any of their plans for just $15 a month for the first 3 months. Think of it like a test drive, a super affordable way to see firsthand why a few 100,000 of my closest friends made the switch to Pure Talk, an American wireless company where the friendships really are unlimited.
One law firm, Klein Inspector, has won some of the biggest verdicts in American history. So if a defective product, motor vehicle accident, or medical malpractice caused a catastrophic injury, contact Klein Inspector.
You are the Queen of Dragons. Show them you do not waver, and they will stand against us.
Have you betrayed your queen?
You have no idea how long Marlon has waited to sing like this. Before getting his new teeth from Affordable Dentures and Implants, Marv wouldn't let himself dream about getting back on stage. But now, he's back under the bright lights, right where he belongs. Sing your heart out, Marv. You've earned it. Affordable Dentures and Implants. That's what we do.
Your house might not be a mansion, but it still deserves a free Pro Home cleaning. Your cleaner will scrub everything from your toilet to your stovetop. Your whole place will be vacuumed and dusted. Honestly, you might think the price is too good to be true, but once you try it, you'll never go back to cleaning the house yourself. Pick a date, choose your cleaner, and book your first cleaning today for free.
The internet is one big small town. Look at the fun! Viral bad behavior meet real world consequences. How to Catch a Dirtbag. New series Wednesday at 10 on Discovery.
For our number 8 firepower weapon, we journey to Israel for a specialist tool that opens just about any door. Sounds simple? It is, with the Simon. In urban conflict, breaching a doorway to gain access to a building is nothing unusual. But it's a high-risk operation, where the defenders have a distinct advantage.
A big problem in urban combat. How to open a door that is locked.
Approaching a doorway to attempt an entry puts the soldier into the lethal funnel, exposed and open to attack from inside the building.
When you want to enter a home, what to do? You knock on the door.
Even with the most advanced hydraulic ram systems, you still have to get up close and personal. And that means you're still open to enemy fire from the other side of the door. A specific problem needs a precise solution. And here in Israel, They've developed an answer that's both effective and simple. They call it Simon.
Simon is a rifle-launched door-breaching grenade. It's very quick access into houses, buildings.
Known in the United States as the GRAP, this highly specialized grenade is actually fired from a regular assault rifle.
It is fire and ammunition. It is a standoff door-breaching munition. Nothing like that exists today.
It's light, it's very easy to take with you.
It is fully safe for the gunner. You can do the operation from a distance. You do not expose yourself. And you can make the operation in the open terrain.
As you'd expect with a weapon called Simon, using it is extremely simple.
You just mount it on the rifle. It can be fired with any bullet. You don't need to change the magazine. You don't have to use any blanks here. You just aim it and fire it.
When the trigger is pulled, the round is captured in what's known as a bullet trap. This energy then effectively launches the whole device toward the door.
The gas pressure that comes from the bullet itself pushes the Simon at a velocity of about 40 meters per second.
Once the standoff rod makes contact, it triggers the explosion at the optimum distance, so as much of the blast as possible hits the door.
The explosive is shape-charged so that it provides a cone of blast. So this cone goes up to about 1 meter in diameter of area that touch the door and push the door. It doesn't matter what kind of door you have, it just works in every door and the solution is very robust.
There's just 5.5 ounces of explosives in the Simon's warhead, so the building and the people inside are left intact. Only the door is knocked out.
When Simon hits the door practically falls down. It's taken off its hinges, falls inside, and that's it. No debris, no risk, and no danger to the troops or to the occupants.
The fact that the Simon fits onto standard issue rifles makes this weapon a bonus rather than a burden.
Simon is very simple to use. It can be fired from M16 or M4, just being attached to the barrel and fired through.
You are using the same magazine, you are using the same bullet, so it is very flexible, does not stop the operation, and you just continue to fire. The Simon is made from special material that will disintegrate into dust and not into fragments.
This grenade is helping the soldier, especially when they need quick access into buildings. Something that could take minutes can be done in seconds with the Simon.
The Simon scores high on portability and cost, but its range and firepower are limited to performing a specific job. Still, if Simon comes knocking, you better not try to hide.
We're saying its sophistication is in the simplicity.
You fire it and that's it. The door is open.
For the chance to put your ultimate firepower in the top spot, go to military.discovery.com. The number 7 ultimate firepower system on our list is also from Israel. It's the Matador, a multi-purpose, armor-busting, anti-tank weapon, and that's no bull.
It's an excellent, very powerful weapon.
Shoulder-launched weapons were originally developed for use against tanks and armored vehicles, but the Matador was also designed with urban combat in mind.
It's the only munition as I know today that is perfectly suitable and developed for urban warfare. One munition that can do everything. It's a multi-purpose. This is the cool thing about this munition. It can do a variety of things.
It is designed to address urban targets. So you can use the same weapon in the outdoors against armored vehicles and against buildings.
You just mount it on the shoulder. You aim it to the target. You push the trigger and you fire the munition.
The name Matador is derived from man-portable, anti-tank, anti-door. Thanks to the multifunction 90mm warhead, it can tackle both precision.
What we have here is a sophisticated Thunder warhead with a Thunder fuse also. And the fuse itself is determined, the switching mode, that is determined by the operator. The thing that you need to notice, there is a small switch here, which is very important. It actually determines the mode of operation.
The switch alters the time interval between the detonation of the 2 charges contained in the Matador's warhead. The first setting is called the short interval mode. where the second charge detonates just after the first. This is designed primarily for wall breaching, creating an instant doorway.
It will detonate inside the wall, creating a missile hole reaching in the wall itself, and in the same wall, in the short wall, it will be effective against light armor vehicles.
Because the warhead is rocket propelled, it travels at a precise and constant velocity, so the distance between the two explosions is always the same. But by increasing the time interval between the detonations, the second explosion now occurs well inside the building. This is known as the blast mode.
If it is on the blast mode, it will be effective against structures and against bunkers. Actually, by putting it in the blast mode, you choose the long time delay mode.
The first detonation makes the hole, and a millisecond later, the second blast takes out the room.
Matador is very powerful. The warhead is very lethal against tanks, against armor, and against buildings. So it can penetrate a building and explode inside, or explode on the wall and open a large man-sized hole in the wall. So depending what target, what effect you want, the Matador delivers.
Simple to operate, easily portable, and big on firepower. The Matador scores pretty close to a bullseye for accuracy and portability.
This is an incredible weapon because it goes wherever the soldier goes, provide the support wherever they are.
This one warhead can do everything.
Coming up, if you thought you knew what a shotgun could do, think again. And later, we reveal Ultimate Weapons' choice of the #1 in firepower.
My mom is the most caring, helpful person. But when she got diabetes, it was hard for her to put her out first. With Dexon G7, she's learned how to control her diabetes, so she can be her amazing self.
You play by the rules. But things happen. Prices climb faster than your paycheck. And every month, a new surprise. Little by little, the debt adds up. So how do you face it? One step at a time. It starts with a call, then a plan. With National Debt Relief, you have a powerful team in your corner. We'll negotiate with your creditors, so you pay less than you owe, in less time than you think. And just like that, you can get out of debt and back to your life. When debt happens, National Debt Relief is here to help you take action. We've helped over 1 million customers towards a brighter future, and we're here to help you take the first step. Call or visit GoNDR.com to find out how quickly you could become debt-free.
Meet firefighter Andrew Washington, one of America's VINIA heroes from Hope, Arkansas.
You just have to be ready at all times. You have to go from 0 to 100 really quick because there's lives at risk.
When lives depend on physical strength and mental sharpness, blood flow matters. That's why firefighters rely on VINIA, the red grape circulation superfood for better blood flow.
I've been taking VINIA for 6 months. It helps with blood flow. I can tell a huge boost, and we all love that.
VINIA significantly increases the dilation of arteries and delivers oxygen and essential nutrients to your brain and heart to give you the sustained physical energy and mental alertness you want. VINIA enters your bloodstream in 20 minutes and lasts up to 12 hours.
I've seen a huge difference. You have the energy all throughout the day. There's no crash. You're just always ready. You face the next challenge.
Thank you, VINIA.
VINIA, the #1 blood flow booster powered by red grape polyphenols. Save 48% today on your first order. Try it risk-free for 90 days. Feel VINIA work, or it's free.
One of the biggest challenges my clients face is buying and selling a home at the same time. That's why who you work with matters. With HomeLight, we're able to help our clients buy and sell at the same time. It's the most game-changing product in real estate today.
Mesothelioma can develop decades after military service. The Veterans Department at the Mesothelioma Center helps veterans throughout the entire process with the VA.
This particular veteran wasn't sure that his VA benefits were going to get approved. Every exposure that he experienced, including time spent in the Boston Navy Yard, where he worked with asbestos materials, which he inhaled and ingested during that period. We were able to write an exposure summary that accurately summarized all of his exposure to asbestos, and he was granted disability benefits before he passed away, and his wife continues to get surviving spouse benefits from the VA today.
If you or a veteran you love has been diagnosed with mesothelioma, don't wait. You may be entitled to compensation. Call 888-800-0717 or visit asbestos.com to speak with our Veterans Department and file your VA claim today. The nation's most trusted mesothelioma resource.
The internet is one big small town. Look at the viral bad behavior meet real world consequences. How to Catch a Dirtbag. New series Wednesday at 10 on Discovery.
Ultimate Weapons is counting down our choice of the top man-portable firepower. At number 6, there's a new shotgun out there that's in a class of its own, the AA-12.
It's the only one in the world today. It's certainly going to be a big slice of the future of warfare. It took the better part of 30 years to develop it and get it ready for production.
It's a fully automatic 12-gauge shotgun designed specifically for the military.
The A-12 was a ground-up invention. It was never anything like it before in the history of the weapon system.
AA stands for Auto Assault. Auto because of its gas-operated automatic fire, and Assault because that's what it's good at.
The AA-12 is so versatile. We can see it being used primarily as a door breacher, for close quarters combat inside rooms. It would be ideal for searching in confined spaces.
The choice of materials used in the AA-12's construction means that it stays virtually maintenance-free.
When you have a stainless steel weapon, obviously it won't rust. So you don't need any oil in the gun to retard the rust. So once you do that, you take the oil out, then you don't have anything for dirt particles to stick to.
If you've ever fired a regular shotgun, you'll know that the recoil kicks like a mule. But the AA-12 is no ordinary shotgun.
Okay, shotguns inherently have a lot of recoil. This gun, when it's running full automatic, it doesn't have any recoil. It's all absorbed in the system, and the energy is dissipated internally in the gun as it fires. The versatility of that gun is frankly amazing. The absence of recoil, a light person, any military member can fire that weapon, and there's no trepidation when you're firing it. Sometimes a 12 gauge can be intimidating. This one looks intimidating, but it's a pussycat when you're firing. We hope to equip our military forces with it because it's a system that our soldiers today could use in their urban combat, and it will dominate the battlefield. It has a rate of fire of 222 caliber projectiles per second for 4 seconds per magazine, which gives you 800 lethal projectiles going down range per second. The AA-12 gives soldiers and Marines and others in combat situations or even security situations capabilities that don't exist today.
As a standalone weapon, the AA-12 offers unique and highly portable firepower, but it doesn't end there. Mount one or more of them on an automated platform, and you suddenly have 21st century robotic capabilities.
This robot is called the Avatar, which basically means that it's a remote extension of your presence. It's yourself in a separate body. So the idea is that you can operate something and be at a safe distance from any kind of danger, whether it be a bomb, a weapon system, or any type of fire, or any danger at all. The Avatar is started, you turn it on, and you control it with a small controller like this. And the AA-12 is an additional piece that you can install so that you have a remote operated shotgun. Basically what you would do is power it on and use this game controller. You can drive around, you can see video, you can switch between different video screens, different cameras. You can zoom in, you can fire, take out targets, you can swap guns. And if you want to, you can swap off this.
Sure, she
and
doesn't
install
provide
something else.
coverage.
The robotic development is probably the way all future wars will be fought because most all of our threats
That's
today are
disgusting.
urban combat, and they have the ability to get in and around buildings, in buildings, operate as a fighting team, and go in and pretty much take care of any threat you have without jeopardizing the life of soldiers.
It can operate in all types of environments, from urban to forest to desert, anything on Earth.
It's a shotgun-based system, so its range is obviously limited. But the AA-12 scores well for destructive power and portability.
I envision this becoming something much bigger, beyond military and police and security.
When you see how many situations this gun can confront and take soldiers and Marines out of harm's way, it's a no-brainer.
RPG stands for Rocket Propelled Grenade, and almost always refers to the next weapon in our countdown. At number 5, it's the iconic Russian-built RPG-7.
It is arguably one of the most lethal systems people are facing on the battlefield. Its impact cannot be underestimated.
This weapon endures because of its simplicity.
The core technology has not changed in 50 years. You can drop it, you can drag it through the mud, and it will keep on going.
Simple but effective, it's also been responsible for more than half of U.S. casualties in Iraq to date.
The firepower it gives takes you from being slightly insignificant to being a force worth reckoning with.
One of the RPG-7's main selling points is the sheer simplicity of its design and operation.
This weapon is very, very adaptable because any peasant kid can learn how to use it in an afternoon. You don't have to have a lot of training. You load the rocket into the front of the weapon, like so. You cock it here, and then to fire it, you just pull the trigger. And what that does is it sends an electrical signal to the rocket motor. The rocket then comes out of the front end of the weapon. As it clears the weapon, these fins pop out. And it's fin stabilized then. Then when it hits, there's an electrical signal that's sent from the warhead. This causes then the Monroe effect to take place.
The Monroe effect refers to the ability to alter the blast characteristic by shaping the explosive charge. The RPG uses this technique with deadly results.
This is a shaped charge warhead. And the explosive, which is around the open end of this shaped charge, squeezes a copper cone in there, and that copper cone then forms a plasma jet, which can penetrate 11 inches of homogeneous steel plate.
On top of its armor-piercing capabilities, the RPG-7 can fire many other specialist warheads to tackle personnel, room clearing, and much more.
They have been used against helicopters. They have been used, of course, against tanks, trucks, infantry, trenches, bunkers. You could use it for anything, and I think you could say, without it, people like the Mujahideen in Afghanistan in the 1980s, or the Viet Cong, would have been probably rolled over years before.
To date, more than 9 billion RPG-7s have been produced, making it the most widely used anti-tank weapon in existence.
RPG-7, alongside the Kalashnikov, is probably one of the most used and manufactured and copied and developed systems around the world.
The RPG-7 has been popular for a variety of reasons. One of them that it's readily available. Two, it's somewhat lower cost, certainly with respect to other conventional weapon systems. And three, it's very transportable. So it's a way that a potential insurgent group could have an impact against a conventional army without having to spend a whole lot of money.
RPG-7, you could say it is such a brilliant weapon system simply because the fact it is still in use today all around the world. It is still being developed. It is being used by anyone who can get their hands on it. Yet, it is incredibly simple and cheap.
Cheap, effective, and an icon of asymmetric warfare, the low-cost, easily portable, and highly lethal RPG-7 scores well across the board, earning it 5th place in our choice of ultimate firepower.
The RPG can justifiably be put in one of the top 10 weapons that changed warfare, in that it is a very simple weapon.
If you can stick this warhead in there, cock it, pull the trigger, then you have the ability to kill a tank.
The RPG-7 does exactly what it says on the tin.
Still to come on Ultimate Weapons, the vehicle-stopping power of the 50 cal Beowulf. And later, a shoulder-launched missile that makes potentially lethal backblast a thing of the past.
Why don't you just go with Serena?
If you have your own ideas
If
about
I'm
the
older adult.
ultimate in firepower, vote online at military.discovery.com.
How to choose a wrongful injury firm? How about the firm with among the most big verdicts and settlements in America? How about the firm with the most doctor lawyers in the nation? Choose ability and experience. Choose compassion and results. Choose Klein Inspector.
Folks, I've seen a thing or two. But these prescription prices? Pricey. Higher than a rooster on stilts. Ain't that right, Dusty Pete?
Reckon it's time we rope 'em in.
Good old Rex makes saving time and money easier than splitting a biscuit. People's looking mighty big for its britches there, partner.
Save time and money on prescriptions. Check GoodRx.
Are you new to Medicare? Aetna can help.
I'm turning 65, but I'm not exactly sure when I need to apply for Medicare, or even how to do it.
Maybe you're new to Medicare, or you're looking to switch Medicare plans during a special enrollment period. How do you decide which Medicare coverage is right for you?
Honestly, I don't want to have to look for a Medicare plan by myself, but I don't know who to turn to or who I can trust.
We understand that making decisions about Medicare coverage can be challenging. And that's why Aetna licensed agents are standing by, ready to answer your questions and help make the process of choosing a Medicare plan easier.
When you call and talk to me about finding a Medicare plan, I'm going to give you my name and my personal toll-free number so that if you have more questions or need help, you can reach back out to me.
Get Medicare coverage that's right for you and fits your budget. Aetna has Medicare Advantage plans with monthly plan premiums starting at $0. Aetna Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans offer Part D prescription drug coverage with a $0 copay on Tier 1 prescription drugs at preferred pharmacies. Aetna plans also offer $0 preventive screenings when you see an in-network provider. Plans also include dental, vision, and hearing coverage, an over-the-counter benefit, a basic fitness membership. If you're turning 65, you may qualify for the Medicare initial enrollment period, which is the 3 months before, the month of, and the 3 months after the month of your 65th birthday. There are also special enrollment periods, including if you lose your group coverage, stop working, or move. Aetna offers Medicare Advantage plans starting at a $0 monthly plan premium, so call for your free Medicare coverage assessment today. Call 1-844-730-6899.
I wanted to try supporting my cholesterol on my own. I started taking Dose for cholesterol. Dose is a daily cholesterol support supplement with key ingredients to support your cholesterol health. Dose gave me confidence that I was taking control of my health.
This is the story of the one who knows half-baked preparation leads to downtime that could bring the whole workday to a standstill. That's why she relies on Grainger. With professional-grade products and next-day delivery, Grainger helps ensure her team, and a whole lot of donuts, make every day a little sweeter. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Your house might not be a mansion, but it still deserves a free Pro Home cleaning. Your cleaner will scrub everything from your toilet to your stovetop. Your whole place will be vacuumed and dusted. Honestly, you might think the price is too good to be true, but once you try it, you'll never go back to cleaning the house yourself. Pick a date, choose your cleaner, and book your first cleaning today for free.
One big, small viral bad behavior meet real-world consequences. How to Catch a Dirtbag. New series, Wednesday at 10 on Discovery.
This is Ultimate weapons' top 10 choice of portable firepower. Number 4 is a rifle that can stop a vehicle in its tracks. The Beowulf. Checkpoints are a common sight in war zones. They protect innocent civilians, but they expose military personnel to many types of danger.
A lot of my peers and my friends have been dealing with insurgents running roadblocks in the Middle East, as well as VBIEDs, vehicle-borne improvised explosive devices.
U.S. troops have their M4 or M16 rifles to defend themselves. Great for stopping people, but not so good against vehicles.
The 5.56 caliber wasn't as effective as we all wanted to stop those type vehicles, and this system seemed to be the niche that could be filled that 5.56 could not.
The solution is Beowulf, which converts a regular assault rifle into a show-stopping 50 cal destroyer.
This is a good vehicle stopper, works well in a short-range urban environment. It's a large 50 caliber cartridge and an associated weapon system. It was designed specifically to fit into the AR-15 M4, and the Beowulf is basically a large caliber drop-in replacement for that system.
The transformation takes just a few seconds.
It's a simple upper receiver change. There are 2 pins that hold the upper receiver to the lower receiver. You pop those 2 pins out, you change your 5.56 upper receiver, and you set it aside, and you drop the 50 Beowulf upper receiver on, close those 2 pins, clear the weapon, make sure it's good to go, and it runs exactly like the weapon system you've been carrying every day.
This is basically a very simple setup. It's two pins. That's it.
It fills a niche that the 5.56 caliber cannot fill sometimes without the weight of the larger caliber 50 and 30 caliber weapon systems.
And that massive 50 cal round makes all the difference.
The round itself, it's a large, low-pressure cartridge. It's obviously firing a lot heavier projectile than it would typically find in a 5.56. It's the same length as a 5.56, obviously significantly heavier. One of the advantages of this cartridge, it's a very big, heavy lump of lead moving reasonably slowly. As you can see, it penetrates very well. Does a rather spectacular amount of damage out of a lightweight, easily transported, but low-profile platform. If you look towards the back of the vehicle, you'll see not only did the round enter the windshield, but have continued, this particular round here has continued in a straight line. You can actually see the exit point below the shattered glass. These things don't deflect when they hit windshields.
That amount of stopping power from a converted assault rifle makes it a surefire success with the forces.
With this weapon system, I believe the law enforcement, federal, and military personnel have a system that can stop vehicles, it can stop vessels, and it can eliminate barricaded subjects. It doesn't fit every niche, but there is a niche out there that it can be very successful with. I believe having this weapon system in the same configuration of the M16 and the M4 that I've grown up with, and having the capability to defend myself with such a devastating weapon against those that may intend to hurt myself, my friends, my peers, I'm glad that I have that capability as opposed to those that come against us.
The combination of accuracy and devastating stopping power in a lightweight, familiar package means the 50 cal Beowulf lives up to its epic name.
It's a close-range wrecking ball. It's absolute destruction in a 7-pound package. You point it at stuff, and whatever it is ceases to do what it was doing. That's what I love about this weapon system.
We are closing in on the top spot now, and at number 3 is a shoulder-launched weapon that's been specifically designed for urban combat, the AT-4CS. The very nature of warfare has changed over the last half-century, from the open battlefield to the more complex and difficult business of military operations on urban terrain.
In the past, the armies were not planning to fight an urban warfare. Wars were fought in the open. And therefore, weapons were not designed to be operated from within a building.
Shoulder-fired grenades or rockets couldn't be fired from the cover of enclosed spaces.
This was